good evening or almost morning. Cool thing about this camera, I could just like take, start video whenever, because I can just put it together later. In the meantime, I'm actually going to be making more videos like this right now, just trying to catch up, and here we are again. I'm now walking down Lancashire now. Don't know if you can tell or not, but look like it's trying to get a little bit foggy down there. I need a fucking car. Of course, if I had a car, then you'd be getting less of these walking rants. Anyway, maybe they'd be the driving rants. Who knows? Well, I'd need another cameraman for this. I ain't fuck holding a camera and driving at the same time. Hell no. So anyway, as I mentioned in previous video, we had a guest for a couple weeks. Last week around for my birthday area. Oh God, get ready for this one. This is somebody we knew for a couple years online, obviously. Already you can see this isn't going to go anywhere extremely good. But hey, you can't always go by that old adage, because I met a lot of good people in person from like Facebook, and my wife I met on MySpace, and I've been with her almost 6 years, and that's actually been working out. So of course I also have an ex from MySpace too, but still worked out. So anyways, knew her a couple of years, and there was some weirdness before, like a while back though, because she got in some really strange argument with a friend of ours, or as much as you can get into an argument online as you can. So we said, oh, there's a little bit of crazy there. Alright, so we didn't talk to her for a while. Then within the past few months, kind of started talking to her again, and I guess for some reason she seemed a little bit less batshit nuts. We seemed a lot nicer and everything, and we were actually getting along and talking, and it was cool. Remember, with people like that, once batshit nuts, always batshit nuts. But I digress. I'm almost giving a spoiler alert, if you will. So we're talking, and she's curious because she notices that my wife and I are polyamorous. And for you that don't know what that means, I guess the best way to explain it is sort of like the swinging thing, except you're not just fucking random people. You're like having a relationship with more than one person, so basically, it'd be me, my wife, and maybe one other person, two other people, or another couple, Under the right circumstances, it can work. I'm going to give you an example of a wrong circumstance, though. So she asks about that, and also about, those both her and I are also pansexual. Okay, to explain that one real quick, that's where you're attracted to people regardless of gender, be them male, female, or whatever gender they identify as, if they identify as a gender at all. Some of you, that might sound confusing, but it's really not. Really. Anyway. Okay, but back to the story. So, we're talking and everything, and she gets more and more interested, and you know, I'm not quite sure where it turned to where we're like, you know, hey, want to give it a try with us, you know, but it did. And like I said, she seemed nice enough at the time, like, why not? And then she's made talk of, like, you know, she was wanting to come visit California in anyway, you know, come see us. I'm like, oh, okay. So, I guess she put money aside to come out and hang out here in California and everything. We thought, oh, that'll be cool. This will be awesome. All right, you know. She explained a few things that were wrong with her, kind of off the bat. There were, okay, another thing. If you see red flags when you're talking to somebody that you're about to get involved with, if you start seeing some red flags, take that as a warning. Don't just go, well, give them a shot anyway. No. No. Suddenly it's daylight. Yeah, battery died on the way home. So yeah, so now I'm just continuing this now. And I'm working a full 8, so tired as fuck right now. Also new developments too, I've discovered while working overnight. I'll explain that in a second. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, we, you know, decided what the hell, you know. Decided she wanted to come out and visit, you know, just hang out for a couple weeks, just give it a try, see how things go, you know. Nothing was actually set in stone, really. It was more like a testing the waters thing, you know, see if things work out. Okay. So, time comes, and she flies out. So, I pick her up from the airport and everything. During the stay there, let's see. Okay, I will give her some credit. She did, I mean, while she was there, she did do the dishes a couple times. She cooked a couple times, too. She's a pretty good cook. I will give her the credit. I'm not even going to beat around the bush and bullshit about that, you know. There was a couple times she bought dinner, too, as well. You know, so I'm not, you know, I'm giving credit where credit is due. You know. But okay, like from her posts out lately, she's making it sound like we scammed her, and I'm like, no. Basically, you know, while she was there, it's hard to do this with like lots of people around here. Hang on. Sorry, it's a little weird, harder doing this during the day because there's more people walking around. It's like one thing when you walk around by yourself at night and shit, but during the day people like look at you weird talking to a camera. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. There's my job, by the way. Yippee. But yeah, let's see. Like I said, during the two weeks she was there, okay, the first week I had to work like every night because we were doing like a parking lot sale, and first we kind of like took turns in the bed sleeping. Girl snores like a motherfucker. You know, but most of the time, you know, most of the time we give her bed space, you know, for her, and there's like a lack of sleep, you know. And this girl, every day she was there, slept 12 to 14 hours at least. I'm not kidding, not exaggerating. Literally 12 to 14 hours. Most of the time about 14. Like I said, not an exaggeration. She had weird mood swings. Like I said, first week she stayed in the room with us, but then after a while she went out to the living room mostly with her laptop and just didn't really want to interact much with us, except when we kind of had to thrust ourselves to, you know, get her to hang out with us, you know. And it's like, you don't always want to do that, you know. You know, it's like, if you're gonna try to develop a relationship with people, it's a two-way street. You know, my wife and I shouldn't have to be the ones to initiate shit all the time, every single time. You know, you can actually do something too, you know. Wish you didn't. Okay, whatever. My birthday, which was last Friday, my friend of ours was gonna originally planned on taking me and Susie out to a Korean barbecue place, but since she was here, he was like, okay, well, you know, it's okay, I'll foot the bill for her too, you know. So we took her out, and the bill ended up being a little bit more than he intended to spend, but that's what happens when you're paying for like 4 people at a Korean barbecue place. It was a nice spot. Food was good. But yeah, that, and did a party too the next day, last Saturday actually. You know, and was doing it, trying to include her with that, introduce her to some of our friends and everything. And she cooked again. She made like this bacon mac and cheese that was pretty fucking awesome, and a bunch of cupcakes, which is cool. And then once people were there and everything, while we were all out there hanging out and talking and everything, instead of like trying to interact and get to know people, she goes and runs and hides in the room. You know, and okay, I ask her what's going on and everything, and she's like, oh, it's just, I'm kind of hurt and I'm tired, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, fine. You know, turns out that wasn't the case, because she complained later. It's like basically all the attention wasn't on her. She felt like she was being ignored, and it's like, no, there's like more than just you in the apartment. And I was doing that for you to get to know people, because I mean, if this was somebody who's going to be a part of our lives and living with us and everything, then these are people she's going to have to get to know. My friends, my bandmates, our roommate. And instead she had a temper tantrum and hid in the room. Okay. My bus should be here soon. Also, let's see, during this time, her and Susie got into a few arguments, and it was ridiculous. It was mostly because Susie didn't agree with her. You know? Okay, Susie didn't agree with her. Susie has a different opinion, her own opinion. And all of a sudden, she was a horrible person because, you know, she wouldn't agree with her, you know? That, and this girl is like a big time, like, fangirl of, like, Tom Hiddleston. you know, from the Avengers, stuff like that. I mean, very fangirl. I mean, if you're a fan person, fine. But don't be a douche about it, you know. It's like, okay. It's like, that's great, you know. Nobody else cares, you know. Well, at least we didn't, you know. I like the Avengers, don't get me wrong. I grew up reading the comic. You know, but whatever. But it was just between that and just... I mean, you getting pissed off, and I've heard some of these arguments too. So, and she would get really shitty with her just because, you know, Susie didn't share the same opinion. You know, and it's like, So whatever, it wasn't really working out. And various mood swings. I tried to, you know, interact with her more, wanted to get her out and everything, but it was hard to. Because, I mean, she wanted to go sightseeing and see all the stuff out here and everything. But it's really hard to do that when she's sleeping 12 to 14 hours a day. And by the time she wakes up and it's like, okay, we're going to go, it's like almost nighttime. It's like, fuck. Like, I believe it was, when was it? Like, Sunday night, or maybe it was Monday night, I can't remember. Because I wanted to take her to Hollywood. Was planning on going early in the day. Actually, it was Sunday. Planning on going early in the day. Maybe it was Monday. I don't remember. No, it was. That's right. It was Sunday because she like, okay, all right, sorry, but yeah, we were supposed to be going earlier in the day and everything. By the time she finally woke up and we got out, it was fucking nighttime. We were supposed to do this like late morning, early afternoon. So that way we'd have plenty of time to go check stuff out. I could take her a few places. But because of that, the first we got was like Hollywood and Highland area. Really couldn't do much. And next day I was supposed to go take her to the beach, but I actually tried to wake her up for that. She wasn't down for that. Okay, whatever, you know. You come to California and you want to see stuff, but you'd rather sleep most of the day. You know, and during that time, it was like she had like this big, huge bag of meds and everything. And I'm like, shit. How much of that's prescription? One interesting thing I noticed, a lot of times she would go to the bathroom, right? And she had two purses. You know, one that she carried with her and one that she had in her suitcase. And I noticed every time she went to the bathroom, the other purse would go with her all the time. Not the one with money in it. No, I'm not talking. Okay, I mean, I know some people are like, oh, well, she took a purse. She just didn't want to lose her money or her ticket and everything. No, not that purse. That purse she left in the living room half the time. I had to take it out of the living room. It's like, don't leave your purse there, girl. No, she didn't care about that. No, she was this other little purse. I never knew what was in it, but that always went to the bathroom with her, which is weird. And given the mood swings and everything, makes me wonder what was in that purse. I'm thinking either crack or OxyContin, maybe, because she said she liked OxyContin or whatever. Yeah. Anyway. And I'm back again. Had to get on the bus. And I was falling asleep on the bus too. So yeah, anyway, after all that, like I said, I think there may have been some drug use, I don't know. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to assume, you know. But anyway, so come last Tuesday, took her to the airport and everything. She flew back. Yeah, didn't hear from her today. I think we pretty much all figured out, okay, this wasn't going to work out. So, then she sends both me and Susie like this really ridiculous email message. Basically saying that we treated her like shit the whole time she was here, we ignored her. It was like the worst she's ever treated in her entire life. It was basically a whole bullshit thing. Saying that we never included her in anything, we ignored her, we treated her like shit. That Susie was a cold-hearted bitch. That she must have browbeated me or whatever. And I'm like, no, it couldn't have been, nothing couldn't have been because you were a fucking psycho bitch. You gotta be. So yeah. Like, really. Why are you people just standing there? But yeah, it was stupid letter. Okay, she's saying that we didn't include her in anything. Never mind that, you know. Like we included him with our friends and everything. Our friends spent extra money on her. Never mind the fact that also because of her, basically, you know, spent more money than I should have, and including part of the rent, which is not good. And it was just all kinds of shit. Really ridiculous. Anybody who knows us knows how we are. Anybody who lives with us knows how we are. You know? She was saying that she's basically, her main beef was like she wasn't the main focus of attention. I mean, never mind, I'm sorry. I mean, yes, poly relationship or not, my wife is gonna come first. I'm sorry. I've been with her for about 6 years now. Known her for 10. You know, if you want a similar level of that, you gotta have to work on that. Well, she did nothing to work on that. And basically what it comes down to is the girl's very delusional. And she admitted all this too. She already told Susie that she was like, she had said like this fits of paranoia and stuff like that anyway. Of course Susie brought this up to her and she got crazy. But main thing was, she was like, sends a message like, okay, I'm cutting ties with you, I'm blocking you because I don't want you sicking your friends on me because they don't know the real you. And like, half these people know me for years. Like, they don't get much of a more real than this. So, funny thing, leads to the developments of the evening, overnight. Funny, this girl says, oh, well, I don't want you people, sicking people on me and blah, blah. She says all that, but yet, she sent my, my wife almost like 100 messages, over 100 messages actually. A lot of them, you know, on anonymous, you know, on Tumblr. You know how, if people who use Tumblr, you know how that works. You know, people can send you anonymous messages. But she's been sending messages basically like, die, kill yourself, all this other bullshit. My wife has 2 tumblers. She got 67 on one and like 30 something on another. So basically, yeah, over 100 messages. Over 100 messages basically saying the same fucking thing. And also, apparently, as I found out, she's also talking shit to a few friends too of mine. So basically, anybody that's friends with us or close to us, or she's referring to as fucking dancing monkeys or some bullshit. I don't fucking know. I had to find a post myself. I found that out from a couple other people. And I was like, are you fucking serious? That is some crazy shit. You know, the point is, well, the point of the story, the moral of the story is, you know, when you're going to be in a relationship with them, be you're in a poly relationship or if you're just looking to be in a relationship with someone or anything, definitely get to know that person. You notice any red flags, don't ignore those. Don't go, oh, well, I'll give him a chance anyway. No, don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. This is probably the second time something like this is, actually the third time this happened to me and Susie. Getting involved with people. Last time was that couple we were seeing. And that turned into a nightmare. But they were both special. But there it is, you know. And she should be happy too because her story is mentioned in one of my rant videos. Oh, look, you were mentioned on YouTube. Don't you feel special? Of course, I just told the whole story. Her story is a little bit different if you look at her thing on Tumblr. I'm not going to give her a name or a Tumblr. I got a little bit more class than that. Unlike her, who's stalking my wife's page. She hasn't done anything to mine yet. Weird. But mine, yeah. Anyway, I'm home now, finally. I like to say I'd like to go to sleep, but gotta run the wife to a appointment. So afterwards, I'll go to sleep. So check you guys later. Later.